All right, for our first story today, Kanye debuts at number one on Billboard charts. This this is a big win. This is a big win. So Kanye, as some of you may know, is completely independent. He doesn't have any of the corporate machines behind him. No label, no Universal, no Sony, no Warner Brothers, um, whatever the fourth one is. So you may have noticed that on Spotify and on Apple Music, Kanye's album wasn't on like the front page or like uh, best new music, or it wasn't on any of the playlists. He was completely independent. He put it out and he went number one. Let's go ahead and see this. All right, here we go. Billboard debuts at number one on Billboard 200's charts. All right, let's scroll down. Um, let's see. Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, which by the way, I still call him Kanye. It's just a, it's a habit. But it's like Mos Def. I still call him Mos Def instead of Yasin Bey. All right, hold on. Why are my eyes closed? All right, there we go. All right, so he debuts number one, and he has earned 148,000 equivalent album units. That's a big deal, not just for an independent artist, but just for an artist in general. Like those are actually big numbers. I don't have the list in front of me, but like this album was is like has more sales than like Kendrick Lamar's Damn and like some other big albums. So that's a pretty big win. And once again, this was done completely independently. All right, let's see if anyone's still on chat. I actually made it to one of these. Yeah, it's about time. Well, I mean, this only episode 6. We're still in the, we're still getting our groove on. Like, all right. So, before, well, first of all, look at these critical reviews of the album. Like the album has gotten very negative reviews from critics. I saw the Needle Drops review and it was just ultra negative. Like, um, he didn't even really review the album. He mostly talked about like Kanye's beliefs and stuff, which I understand. But like he did a live stream where he listened to the album, and it was just a bad faith listen. Like he should have, if he if he knew he wasn't gonna review it, he shouldn't have given it like a listen. If he knew he wasn't gonna like it based off his beliefs, he shouldn't have given it a bad faith listen. Just say, hey, I don't respect what Kanye's saying, so I'm not gonna listen to the album. But a lot of things happened this week, like Fuga, Kanye's distributor. Like it's the company that distributes the album through Spotify and Apple Music. Like they tweeted out like, hey, we didn't approve this album being released. So like they basically had to pull the whole album off of streaming services, and then Kanye got another distributor to distribute the album. So that's crazy. Like the fact that Fuga the fact that Fuga pulled the album even when it was like on its way to be number one. Like uh it's crazy. Like you don't want to distribute a number one album. And like if you're wondering like, oh, how does that even work? I think it's just like Kanye basically, or like Kanye's team basically uploads the album to like this Fuga service, and then it automatically uploads it to like every music streaming service. So I think it's like it's a pretty like typical thing that artists use. It's like an easy way to just send the album. Like you don't want like one person there manually uploading the album to each streaming service. You have like this third party that does it. Um, but yeah, and then after that he had a song taken off the album. Like it's still not on there. Like a copyright claim. He sampled a what's this artist's name? Donna Summer. He sampled Donna Summer and like had her. One second. Why is my eyes doing that? All right. Sorry guys, we are having a lot of technical difficulties today, and I have a cold, and it's just it's been a long day. All right. But yeah, he had a song taken off, the Love Don't Die song, and like that's one of my like, I'm not gonna say my favorite songs, but it's one of like it like that last 4-track run, it really complements it. And like not having that on the album, I don't know if Kanye's gonna put it back on with the sample replace, but yeah, it's not on streaming services. But despite all that, despite all those setbacks, the album went number one. And you also had the Swifties get involved. I guess Beyonce released 2 new country tracks this week. Like she released them the night of the Super Bowl, and like the Swifties were trying to like get everyone to like buy those songs so like they would go number one, so Kanye wouldn't have a number one song with Carnival. And I don't believe we know what the Billboard charts is for like singles or like specific songs. I know like right now the album got number one, but that's a pretty big deal. All right, and then next up, Kanye is headlining Rolling Loud. Let's see if I can make this bigger. So this was just announced. But this is also a big deal because like a lot of festivals don't want to promote Kanye. And like it's weird that Rolling Loud is the one to like have Kanye on the lineup, because like there was this famous incident, like I think last year or the year before, whenever Donda came out, where Kanye was supposed to headline Rolling Loud in Florida, and he canceled last minute, and they replaced Kanye with Kid Cudi. And then Kanye went to Rolling Loud anyways, and like came out during Future set. So it was just people were so mad. Like I know that was one of the few instances where Cudi got booed. But let's see this. This doesn't look too bad. Nicki Minaj, Party Next Door. Can I? All right, Post Malone, Big Sean. So yeah, that's enough of that. All right, let's see what chat's saying. I'm not sure why I've been vibing to this album playing Rocket Racing. I mean, the album is I know I said it was a dark album last week, but it's actually a really fun album. Like it's a good driving around album. It's a good workout album. It's a good like it's funny because both Kanye and Cudi released like very fun albums this year. Like Cudi released why am I blanking on the name? What's the name of Cudi's album? He just released it. It's like one of my replayed albums this year. But yeah, the album Cudi released, it's really fun too. It's like Cudi just rapping, not really a lot of singing, and Kanye did the same thing. So it's like they're both these artists who are known for like being super emotional and are both making fun albums. So
introducing the Late Night Show with your host Cudi Bino, live streamed every Sunday night at midnight. Search Cudi Bino on YouTube to catch the first episode.